does your guides like about you? The Empress. So I think that you could be a very nurturing person. And also I feel like maybe you have a female guide that's like your main guide as well. So I'm going to put the Empress there. We are getting Queen of Pentacles. So again, the nurturer. I think they like that about you, that you're very nurturing and very kind. And maybe you also believe the best in people as well, or you go out of your way to see the best in people. You're getting King of Wands in the next card position. King of Wands in second position can mean that you try to see the best in people even when people are letting you down. You really try and just like, and I feel like it's hard for you to kind of reject people or turn people down, or like you try and kind of avoid turning people down. Like if someone asks you out, maybe you just like, it's very hard for you to just say bluntly no. Like maybe you're just trying to find some like nicer way to say it. If someone asks you to, hang out with you and you want alone time, maybe you find it hard to put in that boundary. Because I feel like what I'm seeing here is someone with a very soft and kind heart. So get a Wheel of Fortune in what to aim for. So they basically want you to take all of your lessons and everything that you learned and reflect on it, because there's going to be a new beginning soon, and they want to take you to the next stage, and they want you to really understand everything you learned and everything, all your understanding for the next phase. We see what comes in the future. Knight of Swords. I feel like they have really helped you, and maybe you also gotten a lot of downloads about intellectual ideas, about how to meditate. I do think that they're really helping you with meditation. Maybe if you find it hard to meditate, they're working to help you with quieting the mind and help, because I want to give you more communication, more download. So to have a really quiet mind helps with that. The Magician. So it's something to do with divine communication. They're helping you with that. Divine communication. Future. 6 of Wands. Yes. So there's some kind of victory coming, and the owl also reminds me of Divine Mother. So there's a victory coming here with 6 of Wands. It's like your winning personality. So with Wheel of Fortune, it's like they want you to focus on your wisdom. Like the wise owl, like that's your winning personality. That's what they regard as one of your best qualities, is how wise you are. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you want to create so much harmony and happiness for everyone. But if you have children, I feel like you're a very good parent. You really care about children and young people, and want to make things really positive for them. 5 of Swords is in other position. So this now is more like your guides. Why are they your guides? I feel like they're there to help you cut away difficult situations, to help you see where maybe you have to assert yourself a little bit more. Maybe you've had rose-colored glasses on, or maybe you didn't have rose-colored glasses, but maybe you wanted to so badly to believe that people could change and be good, and of course people can, but maybe there were times where you just felt so let down, and your guides really came in and they helped you see it, even though it could have been painful at times. 3 of Pentacles in surprise position. There's some kind of like talent of yours that's going to be revealed in a surprising way, and it most likely will show up in the workplace, in how you are earning your money. So it could be that you're going to work in a team that's going to be very beneficial to you. The Sun, yeah. They want to give you success, and you will have success. It will be both in family, I feel, and also in work and career. So it could be that you're going to get a major promotion, a major breakthrough coming to you. Something's going to come your way, but it's more, I think, who you are. You just want to have a lot of confidence within yourself. And your guides, they love that you have this truth and understanding within you. They help you see yourself very clearly. And I'm going to I'm going to pick an animal card as well. They help you see very clearly who you are, and be very, confident within yourself, and that's what they love about you. That's what they want you to continue to be. Basically, we get the Griffin here, very fierce, very fierce and strong. So you have very strong guides, very fierce and strong guides. And we got the Turtle, and this I feel like has to do with sometimes they want you to go within and just deepen your connection inwards. They really love it when you connect inwards. That's when they really can connect to you and communicate to you, and it's when you go inwards and you really just you don't think of anything in particular. It's just you're just going within and quiet the mind, and I feel like they're gonna help you ground yourself more in that spiritual energy to make it easier for you to go within. There's a lot of success here in the cards. There's a lot of success, and there's also, I feel like someone from your past potentially could resurface again and give you a lesson in discernment, perhaps, because I get Knight of Swords with Five of Swords. When that happens, it is a it has something to do with how you're going to operate in the workplace and how you're going to move in your career, I feel. It could be there's a bit of competitive energy in work, actually. Maybe there's several people wanting the same things, but I see you ending up exactly where you were meant to be, and also they really love that you make good decisions, and I feel like they're helping you making really good decisions about somebody, and someone who's really affecting your thinking. They're helping you with this person. So if this person is affecting your thinking to be more on the negative, they're helping you see more the bigger picture and the truth. But I also feel like with this job card here in the surprise position, you are gonna have a breakthrough in your career. That's what they currently are helping you with. And we're getting, the King with 4 wands. So it could be that you really are a go-getter at the moment and you really want to win. And with the 6 of Wands, I feel like you will persist until you get what you want, basically. That's what they're saying. And I also feel like your guides will make it really obvious to you what it is that you do want in your career. So let's have a look. Yeah. Ace of Swords. So they're going to make it just so obvious to you what you want. So I feel like it's just going to be like that one thing and that one direction you're going to go into. And it's the way you use it in your mind, how you apply your mind. Is very logical, it's very straightforward. But for other people it might not be, but for you it's going to be very easy. And you're going to have a very light, good energy about you doing this path, this specific path in your career. And I get Ace of Wands. So you get a lot of aces, and that speak of new beginnings and support. So you get a lot of this one energy. One energy with King is success energy, and we got that also with 6 of Wands. So that's what I got for you, pile 1. I wish you all the best. Okay guys, I am currently doing quick 10 minutes ish readings, very quick, and I'm reading just very general about your guides, what they want to tell you, how you're going, what they like about you. Perhaps also it's revealed why they're your guides. Is there feminine or masculine energies coming through? Let's have a look. Pile 2. I'm going to just have a cup of tea. That will help break the energy from pile 1. And let's have a look. It's good to do this energy break between the piles only because sometimes the energy of one pile can jump into the next pile very easily. Okay. Pile 2. Okay. 5 of Wands at the bottom. So that can mean that you're working out on a deeper level who you actually are as a person. So we'll leave that there. So that could be what your, what your guides are helping you with, and also maybe you also maybe you don't have that I'm like this specific person. Maybe you're someone who is more going with the flow of things, and maybe different situations really affect you, and even on some levels changes who you are. So you got the Empress. So that the Empress also came up in pile 1. The Empress can mean that you are balancing out your male and female energy right now. And that also is what I feel like 5 of Wands is. So maybe sometimes you go really in your masculine, and sometimes you go really in your feminine, and you're working out how to merge it more and be more a combination of those two, rather than going to the extreme in different situations. 9 of Cups in this second position can sometimes mean that, sometimes it can mean that you get what you want, and then maybe you don't want it anymore. And that has a little bit to do with this 5 of Wands energy. So your guides are helping you to go a little bit deeper into what you actually want, and who you are. And because when it comes to 5 of Wands, sometimes it's like there's more the inner struggle. There's all these different needs that maybe have been suppressed on some levels, that needs to come out and get attention. And so basically they're helping you build strength and confidence within yourself. And they say, Wheel of Fortune, that you can be a very, very lucky person. When you stop trying to control so much and go with the flow, you are quite a lucky person, they're saying. 6 of Wands, we're getting some of the similar cards in pile 1. 6 of Wands means that you have a very strong connection to your guide that is a very feminine energy, and it's a very wise energy. And I feel like you sometimes step back from winning because you let other people take the spotlight, because you know that you can win. So you let other people win rather than winning all the time. And sometimes you kind of play a little bit smaller than you have to be, just to see other people shine. And you guys really like that about you, that you don't have to win, that you let other people win because you know it means more to them than what it means to you. Emperor here in recent, and that it just means that you a lot of times you are the bigger person, and you don't have to have that dominating personality, and you sometimes suppress your own needs so that other people have their needs met before your own. So they say that you do that sometimes because you're actually, in the future you're getting Page of Cups, so that you're very loving. But people that then, they don't always know that you actually allow them to have the spotlight more than, they think maybe they take it a little bit for granted. Maybe they don't see that, no, you actually stepped away from something so they could have it instead. King of Pentacles, so very caring and nurturing and providing this support for other people. That is what your guides love about you. King of Wands here. So you have someone in your life, this is in others position, that is a very charismatic person who also has a lot of wisdom. So I feel like you are around more mature, evolved people that you are gravitating towards, that are very similar in maybe specifically one, maybe someone you're in a relationship with, that you have a more mature attitude towards. But I also feel like you're very, very independent. You get a Hierophant. It could be for some of you a surprise proposal, it could be a wedding, or it could be something around a relationship that is going to be surprising. Maybe it is a new connection within a relationship even, that you, again, going deeper in your life. And we get that here in Knight of Cups. You're someone who, you don't let people always know who you are. Sometimes you put on a facade, and you do that to let other people, again, they can be in the spotlight. You don't have to be in the spotlight. And you can see when people really need that extra attention, you let them have it. You let them get that extra nurturing, the extra attention, and that you're kind of playing a different game that isn't even a game, that you don't have an obvious agenda, and you avoid that because you don't want everything to be set in stone. But I feel like that's sometimes that's so deeply on a subconscious level. I think there is a renewal here in your spiritual life, in your spirituality. I feel like you kind of moving towards more the spiritual side of things, so that's what is truly satisfying to you. We see that in Knight of Cups, more a heart-centered way of living. You realize there's so much more, and pursuing material things can only give you so much happiness. There's more to life than the material. So it could be even that you master the material world and that you are now focusing much more on the spiritual. Let's get some messages here in the animal magic. You're getting very similar here to pile 1, Griffin again, which is a very fierce guide and protector, and we're getting exactly the same. And I do shuffle, so it could be that people who are drawn to this channel now, there's similar themes. And with the turtle, it means again that you are you're retreating a little bit from the material and going more into the spiritual and going deeper in your meditation. So I feel like this group will have an easier time meditating maybe than group 1 has. So maybe it just comes to you more naturally. It's easier for you to slow down. Maybe I feel less stress here in this pile too. So it could just be that your life is a lot less stressful, so it's easier for you to achieve a deeper meditation. So I feel like you have uncomplicated your life, and I think it has to do with this 5 of Wands energy. Like you just realize that there is this inner battle that you need to pay attention to, and that all sort of external things going on, it's something within you that you need to look at. So I feel like here for part 2, maybe you have done already quite a lot of work on yourself, or you're quite self-aware on what's going on an inner level. Yeah, we get the Hierophant again. So here in pile 2, you have been guided very strongly by your spiritual team to go within, and I feel like 2, 4, 6, 8, so it's going to happen very quickly. 8 of Wands, like I feel like you're going to move forward quite quickly. We see that also here in Knight of Cups. The Knights move quite fast, and when it's cups, it's water, it's spirituality, it's moving quite fast spiritually. Here's 9 of Swords. So maybe this fast progression is also triggered a little bit of anxiety in you, and that has to do a little bit with that 9 of Cups, that maybe you feel like you don't deserve, or maybe you feel like you shouldn't, or like when things go very rapidly in one direction, maybe you then feel a little bit of fear with the commitment of it all, and maybe you then want to kind of step away from it a little bit. So that's what your guides are helping you with. But they say you're very, very good at meditation. We get Queen of Pentacles, which is they're helping you with your practical life to make it as easy as possible so that you can focus on your meditation. I feel like you have also done a lot of work on that. But really the most important card, I think, in the whole reading is Hierophant. So that's like your closest relationship, your spirituality, and that's the love that you have realized that that's your that's really a very good priority to have. Like you got the priorities right, really, really good, and then they love that about you. And also I feel like if you worry about people a lot, like you have a lot of sometimes I do with, especially with 9 of Swords, maybe you do worry about people. Maybe you worry about people and whether or not they're gonna be okay. They love that you have that love for people. Okay, let's do one last. We had Judgment here. They're gonna come a little bit clearer into your life to make it a little bit more obvious, to make that connection even stronger with you. So I feel like here in pile 2, you are going to be very much spiraling forward in your spirituality, and I also feel like you're going to change your view on spirituality, and and maybe you had your ideas on what it all means, or I feel like a lot of that is going to change actually. I feel like it's going to change, and you're going to become more open to new ideas spiritually, and those ideas could be a lot more evolved, or more higher vibing, or more what is the actual truth. And it's going to be some of you could even write about it, even create some art around it as well. I feel just to try and express it, you know, find a new way to even express yourself. They're helping you with that, because you're very artistic, and I feel like it's more like you are artistic more in how you express yourself. It might not even be in creating anything, it's just how you carry yourself is very artistic. Like your guides are seeing you as a piece of art, you know, just how you are. You could have a very beautiful way of carrying yourself, and the way you speak could be very, you know, very nurturing to people and very soothing for a lot of people. Okay, pile 2, I hope that resonated, and I wish you all the best. Okay, pile 3. Just gonna have some tea. And pile 1 and 2 had a little bit similar themes, similar cards, but it was completely different energy that came out of the cards. One was very go-getter career, and one was very much going on a completely different journey altogether. So we'll see what shows up here in pile 3, what your guides like about you, but also I think we're going to see why they are your guides, and also what they're helping you with as well. So 7 of Swords just flew out. It could be that you are very independent. I really see 7 of Swords as a card for independency, and being an independent thinker, being an independent, just pure individuality basically. Not want to conform. So you might have guides that are very similar. Okay, pile 3, show us pile 3. The Hierophant. The Hierophant can mean that you have been, there could be a very traditional, religious sort of backdrop to your spirituality and to your life, and even maybe traditions as well have been, maybe been very influenced by tradition, and maybe that's why we got the non-conformity. Get Knight of Cups. So I feel like you are someone who, for a lot of people here in part 3, I feel like your path has been very well set out, and I feel like you know what you want. You're getting 5 of Wands. It could be that you know what you want, but maybe you feel like you have to fight for it, and maybe you feel like you have to fight for it unnecessarily. Justice, yeah, got Justice here in advice positions. Maybe your guides are very, they're probably very in awe of you, that you're willing to fight for your beliefs, for your truth, for your life path. Page of Wands in the subconscious. It could be that you have always known what you wanted. I feel like more so than even pile 1 and 2, you really know who you are. We get the Fool. So yeah, you're willing to take risks. You're willing to take risks, and in the future we get the Empress. So I feel like you're gonna get what you want, and you're gonna get what you want, and that's when you're gonna settle down. But until then, I feel like there's a little bit of restless energy here in pile 3. 4 of Wands in U position. So I feel like you know who you are, both male and female. Like you have that union between your male and your female, and you don't want to really be so much told who you are as you want to show people who you are. I feel like that's the difference here. Like you don't want society to tell you who you are. You want to show, this is who I am. But I feel like maybe you feel here in pile 3 that you have to fight for that. 4 of Swords in other position. Now we get double 4. And with double 4, it's something you strongly believe in. Strongly. And also it could be that someone close to you is recovering from a situation as well. And maybe you feel that you're trying to create some room for them to recover. So that is also part of it as well. The Lovers. It could be here it's a love situation happening here as well in pile 3. You're trying to create a room for a person so they can rest, but also for them to be themselves as much as possible. 6 of Cups. Yeah, you want to create an environment that is the most loving that you can create, and I feel like it is for someone that you care deeply about. So with 6 of Cups, what they love about you is that you have this innocence, that you believe in your future in a very innocent and pure way, and your guides want to help you make your future dreams a reality. Because I feel like it's not just for you. I feel like you're sharing this dream with somebody, and I feel like you're working on how much you can trust as well. And also for some of you, you could have been grieving a little bit, grieving where you feel like there's been a lot of wrongs. I feel like you're very principled here. So where you see there's some injustice, you could have a very strong reaction to that, both when it's injustice in society and when there's something terrible that has happened in the world, or when you feel something is not right in your life as well. You have quite a strong reaction to it. Okay, so this is the Animal Magic deck. Centaur. So you could have a male guide, a very strong male guide that is always available to you, who is protecting you, but also if you have pets as well, if animals are really important to you. I feel like that is part of it in this pile, is to love animals. I feel like this guide is so helping you there as well. And we get Eagle, which reminds me of Page of Swords energy actually. It's someone who sees everything very clearly. So this guide helps you with justice, to help you see things very clearly. Okay, what's the most pressing issue right now? Love, relationships, listening to your heart, being the most best version of you. And to ask yourself why, ask yourself the questions of why, because I feel like relationship wise, but also your relationship to yourself, what is like the best outcome that you're trying to achieve. And I feel like it is purely just to feel that heart connection, to feel a connection with, free from any kind of agenda, just feeling the flow of the purity of each other's heart. And we got that also in 6 of Cups, and I feel like that is what you guys are helping you open up on that level. Now we're getting Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like that is kind of like the balance, as you can see here. There's like that yin and the yang here, to have that pure balance within yourself, but also within a relationship, that it's just because with 4 of Swords here in Other's position, it's like you let a person that you care about deeply take as much time as they need to rest, recover, heal. It could be that they need some healing, but also to be themselves and to have very little stress in their lives. So you try to create a stress-free relationship, I feel. And it's 5 of Cups. It could be that we both are healing, but maybe you're healing more the expectations of what a relationship should be like. That maybe you both put that on the relationship, and now you kind of learning through your guide and through listening to your own heart. No, let's just look at how can we be the purest we can be in this relationship. And just the fact that you are pursuing an ideal like that I feel like your guides are very proud of you for doing that. Okay, one more. What do they love the most about you? Let's do one more. You're very committed. You're not afraid of deepening your commitment, and you're not someone who gives up on like, you don't give up easily. You're not someone who just walks away. You take it very seriously, commitment, and you want to go deeper within even traditions that maybe they're a bit outdated, or maybe they're not even making a lot of sense a lot of the times. I feel like you want to get to the heart of it and even understand it in its purest way possible. So it's the purity of your heart. 10 of Wands, and you're willing to work extremely hard to master your own energy, but also to make it easier for somebody else. And again, I feel like you're protecting someone here. I feel like you're protecting someone through taking on a lot of responsibility so that they can have it a little bit easier, and they love that about you. Magician. So I feel like you have a lot of stuff going on, but you're willing to multitask and manage it all. And it is, again, I feel like the purity here comes through, and it's for someone, so that someone else, maybe it is someone you care for, whether it's as a partner or a friend or a colleague, or maybe you have children, maybe it's other family members or friends, so that their lives can be easier. You're willing to organize things in such a way to make it easier for them, and your guides really love that about you. Okay, one last. I always say one last. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, they basically, with the Pentacles and 7, it means that you're looking at what you have already achieved, looking at where you can be the most productive, the most prosperous, perhaps even, and that's where you basically are going. So it's your priorities. So your guides are helping you with your priorities right now. That's what they're saying. Queen of Cups, and they will speak to you through your emotions a lot of the times, and your intuition. Like, your intuition could be very strong, especially your instincts. I feel like you just suddenly get an urge to go somewhere, maybe you don't really understand why, do something, get into your interest as well, and then maybe you don't even understand why, but later on you suddenly have a skill, maybe you have something available to you that you need, and you didn't even know why you needed it. But they say your instincts will be very strong. That's what they're saying. Okay, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you all the very best. Hello, pile 4. I haven't done these readings for a long time, but I'm really enjoying it. I was only doing 3 piles, but I'm definitely doing 4 piles now because I'm enjoying it so much. And I'm shuffling really good in between, but pile 1 and 2 had a bit similar cards, but different energies. Pile 3 was completely different again. And we'll see what shows up in pile 4. And I'm a tea person, so you might see and hear me sipping some tea in between, or randomly while I'm reading. Okay, pile 4. Show us pile 4. The guides of pile 4. I'm getting patience is key here in pile 4. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is perhaps not the most patient energy, but I'm getting that patience is the key. But I feel like your guides are someone who will try and sometimes rush you a little bit, even though it's like they rush you and then they slow you down, and then they try and make you do something or spiral forward fast, and they will slow you down again. So it could be that you feel like your life sometimes is just very fast, and then suddenly it's just like super quiet, and they want you to just be like patient. We'll see what the cards are saying. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Then it could be like now in the current energy, things could be very, very slow. But then you're feeling that there is some sort of push and urge behind you as well. So maybe it's hard to be patient right now. Two of Pentacles. Yes, so it could be that harmony and balance with money is part of the lesson right now. But I really feel like what your guides are helping you with is investing in yourself, but they want you to invest in yourself in the right way. So you see what they think that is. Six of Cups. Okay, so I feel like your guides, they believe that you are someone who make a very good friend. So I feel like they will want you to put friendship quite high on your list of priorities. I feel like they understand you very, very well, and they help you understand other people well. So when you really are patient with people, because I feel like the patience is really how you are with people, and you really listen to them, I feel like that's when your guides are just so proud of you. You have this gift of listening and being patient with people, sitting with people when they are maybe not at their best. That's what your guides love. And you get death in here in the distant past. It could be that you have some wounds yourself that you had to deal with, but you have a lot of empathy and understanding, because you have this wound yourself, so you can kind of understand where people are coming from. Especially when there's dealing with childhood trauma and things like that. They are so proud of you for being able to hold space for other people, even though you have had so much of your own stuff going on in your life. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is really a card that I associate with rag to riches kind of story. Like it could be that where you're going to end up is very different from how you started. But again, it has to do with prioritizing and investing in yourself in a way that would bring you abundance. And I feel like you guys are really pushing you in that direction. But when you are around people, they want you to be really patient with people. And that could also be the key to your success. Ace of Cups, yes. That is the key to your success. It is actually that patience that you have with people. You are a go-getter though, and you see that. But when you're around people, you are so patient, and you have this reservoir of patience and understanding that few other people have. Four of Cups. And this, I'm really going to tie this a little bit to the Eight of Cups. Like maybe now you feel like life is not the most exciting. However, now is a good time for you to ask your guides, show me how I should invest in myself right now, because they really are wanting you to put a lot of effort into yourself, especially I feel like with diet, exercise. There's like some kind of purification here of even what you are digesting when it comes to multimedia and social media. There's almost like a purification energy coming through here. And when we are in that energy, sometimes we are more in, we are not living the hardest life, like we're living more reserved, more quieter. And they just want you to sit in that energy without thinking or feeling that something has to happen all the time. They just want you to enjoy this right now. Ace of Pentacles. Someone has recognized your gift. This is in others' position. But also I feel like maybe you look at other people as there's a lot going on for them, and they don't want you to compare yourself to others right now. I also feel like there's someone here who has some kind of like goal or gift that they are using, that they are making it work for them really well, and that could inspire you to do something similar. So it could be a business idea, a business plan, or a venture of some kind that someone is very invested in, and maybe you're not going to do exactly what they're doing, but just that energy of being that motivated to pursue something that is of high value. They want you to have that focus as well. And Seven of Wands, and Seven of Wands is really a card for not being so influenced by other people that you lose perspective on what you want. So with this person here in Ace of Pentacles, I feel like that is someone who has that ability to create almost anything and manifest almost anything. And I feel like by watching this manifester, you understand that you can manifest amazing things for yourself as well. And when you understand that, that's when I feel like this boundary is put around you, so that you then focus on your goals. Because here with Two of Wands, it could be that there could be more than one goal, and they want one to be more obvious. But to see the more obvious one, you have to first listen more to your intuition. So I feel like that with the twos that showed up, we got Two of Pentacles with Two of Wands. I feel like you also want to have a little bit more excitement, maybe in romance as well. So what they're saying is the passion really comes through someone's thinking, someone's ideas. It could be a romantic relationship that is a partnership in business as well, or it could be someone is just influencing you to be interested in your creative ideas. And to be able to create on that level, you have to basically pick yourself up basically a little bit. That's what they're saying. And what are you picking yourself up from? Well, it's really this, it's like a trauma here in the childhood here. So, and what do your guides like about you? Well, I feel like they're really proud of you for persisting, even though it's been really difficult. So can I have a bit more about that? Yeah, World. Yeah, there was some hard lessons, but it created a very strong person. Okay. But maybe it's hard for you to get excited about things because you've already been through so much. And that's where what you guys are helping you. They're helping you to get excited about life again. Yes, Magician. They're helping you to get excited about your life again. So I feel like you could have a sort of a younger energy guide, not young soul guide, but like a guide that has a young energy. That's like instead of getting sort of an old ancient being, you're getting this fresh young energy guiding you. Eight of Cups. You got Eight of Cups twice, and that's basically to push through this melancholy. Like some of you could become very melancholic, I feel. So this young energy, if you get King of Cups here, this in reverse, this young energy, that's your guide. They are helping you believe in your future, basically. And when King of Cups comes reversed, it could be that what has been tiring to you. It could be stay dealing with a Scorpio as well. It could have been dealing with someone who was an alcoholic. It could have been dealing with someone who was very manipulative, maybe mentally unwell. That could have drained and tired you out. And maybe what your guide really loves about you is how you are willing to pick yourself up again. But it's almost like dealing with this energy here in the childhood could have stolen a little bit of that enthusiasm for life, because maybe you just experienced too much. And now we're getting Queen of Cups, but they want to renew you on a very spiritual soul level. Okay, so let's have a look in the animal magic cards. They want you to believe in your ideas. Okay. We want a card that represents the guide. Dragonfly. So this is what I mean with the young, playful energy. Perhaps also you'll see dragonflies, and that's a sign from your guides, if there's dragonflies around you. Tiger. And you're very protected. You're very protected. Karmically, you're protected. And I also feel like with the Seven of Wands and the guards, and the wall that you put up yourself. That is there to protect you, but I also feel like with this tiger spirit, it is very much about being able to focus as well, deeply focus on your own ideas and plans. Okay, but they want to bring optimism to you, butterflies. So I was going to say, when we saw the dragonfly, also look out for butterflies, and we get that confirmed here. Butterflies and dragonflies, scarab. Scarab also was pile 1, and it basically just means, again, like believing in your own ideas. It's a sun date, it's believing in your own ideas, and make them a reality. So here's all about you not abandoning your ideas and believing in them and seeing them through, even if you're just doing small steps. They want to help you get started. So I both got patience and rushed energy. The rushed energy is more like they want you to believe in yourself. They want you to get to where you're excited about your life, and they want you to just be so ready for every new day. But they also say your patience is really with people. You have this ability to understand people, and that's your gifts, but that's stuff that you learned in your childhood you're dealing with. That can be very difficult for a child to go through such a transformation in an early age. But that's what they're helping you, is this renewal from this energy that could have been for some of you very, very heavy. Okay, pile 4, I hope this resonated, and I wish you all the very best. Bye.